よ。So, the student's name is ジャージーの、男子生徒。So this is a jersey wearing male student. 明るい男子生徒。So the other guy is the bright guy. おどうした？朝練か？ So morning practice. 朝練。話し声が聞こえる。I can hear their voices. 部活入ってないやつは、今日から運動部に入れるだろう。入れるだろう。So, they're saying that for people who haven't entered clubs yet, they can from today enter the sport, like the exercise clubs. They say undobu, which means sports, I think. So undo, well, it can mean exercise and it can mean physical training. So I think it's really sort of like it can mean sports or it can mean exercise of some sort. And then hairu is the verb to enter or go into. 走ってるだけでも、even if you're just running, 少しは宣伝になるんじゃねえかと思って。宣伝 is a word I'm not familiar with. So 宣伝 is propaganda or advertising or publicity, some sort of like telling people things. 走ってるだけでも even if you're just running, 少しは宣伝にso a little publicity なるんじゃねえかと思って。So he's basically saying, wouldn't, even if you're just running, wouldn't it just become some sort of publicity stunt or something? さ、お前、その格好で走ってっても、so, hey, look you, even if you're running in that outfit, in that 格好, so, I think the best way of explaining this in this case is appearance. Even if you have that appearance, even if you're running with that appearance, その格好で走ってっても、何部だかわかんねえなくね So, would people really know what club you're in? わからなくね So, this is a double negative. So, わからない、would not understand, would not know. わからなくない wouldn't not understand. So, わからなくない So, yeah, so he's saying like he would people not understand what club you're in? Is the point he's getting at. Because he's in a track jersey, but it doesn't mean he's in track and field. 考えてなかった. I didn't think of that. So, the two words that are worth remembering from there are 考える and then わかる. So normally わかる is written just in hiragana, but sometimes you'll see the kanji for it like you did just before. Haha, まあでもお前らしいよ. Oh, well, that's kind of like you after all. Like he's gotten into a track and field jersey and hasn't thought about it, so that's お前らしい, which is sort of like typical of or appropriate for you. うちの部も新人入るといいな. Wouldn't it be great if we could get some new members for our club too? やっぱテンションが上がるしかテンション上がるしさ So テンション上がる is sort of like a Japanese phrase to get excited. So he's like excited to get new members. New face for a rookie or a fresh recruit. Amain toko wa douyu shinei no ka? Douyu, what does that mean? That's not the right. It's kanyu. So kanyu is like invitation or solicitation. So like, main toko wa kanyu shinei no ka? Are you not going to try and canvas for new recruits for your club? Yeah, どうだろうな. I wonder about that. みんな女子マネ欲しいとか言ってるけど. So, I don't know about that, but everyone is saying that they want a girl manager. They wish for a girl manager. Epico Style says, do you recommend any books or anything really to help me learn Japanese? I'm willing to start from square one. The one thing I always recommend to everyone is there is an ebook called, well, it's really an app. It's called Human Japanese. And I tried a whole bunch of books, learning from a whole bunch of books before I found that app. And that app starts from square one, including hiragana, katakana. But that was the thing that really helped me break down the grammar and start learning like what like beginner's words, beginner grammar, and then building on top of it to build out like a solid foundation of like past tense and all that sort of stuff. So Human Japanese is really good. I have a whole bunch of books in the background that I think most of these are probably too advanced for you. The other series that I have is, and this is the one that I use eventually when I went to, I did go to school for a couple of years to help learn Japanese, and so this is Nihongo So Matome, which is a series of books that help you study for the JLPT test. That kind of, you're probably not going to see this very well, but like there's a bunch of questions in here that like it teaches you a grammar point and a few different variations of it, and then it gives you a quiz. I think these ones you can kind of go through by yourself without a teacher, but it does kind of help to have a teacher. So those are the two off the top of my head I would recommend, especially for a beginner. Also, if you haven't used Wanikani, I would recommend Wanikani. And I've just stopped the music. I didn't mean to do that. Let me just... Oh, I know what's wrong. I don't actually have my Twitch chat up on the screen. I find it amusing that if you just sit on the screen forever, they'll keep walking forever. What does everyone else use for learning Japanese? Like what do you find effective? So Wanikani is this link here. And also, just to plug myself, if every time I do one of these streams, I have all the list of words that you're seeing on the screen now go into a database, and I drop them out into a Google Doc after every stream. So if you want to go back and like study these words more intently afterwards, you can also just go and do that. Shinjin ga hairimasu you ni te omawari. So inori? There's a lot of things going on right now. So, hey, you're welcome. Hairimasu you ni So that phrase masu yoni often means it's sort of like said as a prayer or a wish or a hope or something, and then or the thing after that is like inori. No, it's omairi. So omairi can be a visit to a shrine or a worship. Like they're basically saying it's a prayer of some sort. They're hoping that, everyone's hoping that they get someone new in their club. Kami something. Kami tanomi ka to betsu ni ii kedo na. So I think this is like asking God for something. Kami tanomi, which turns into kami tanomi, entreaty to a deity. So it's like everyone's like, they want someone in their club so much they're gonna ask God for some help. Kami tanomi. Betsu ni ii kedo na. And betsu ni ii kedo was sort of like, yeah, that's fine, I guess. So yeah, 知ってるか？あの神社、何か住み着いてるって話。So have you heard this story before? There is about that shrine, that something might be living in that shrine. Shiru meaning to be aware of or knowing something. And then jinja is a shrine of some sort, jinja. And then we have sumitsuku, I think is the right phrase. That is, sumitsuku is to settle in a place or settle down. Compare with sumu, which is to reside somewhere. Like, sumu just has the connotation of like you're living somewhere, but sumitsuku is sort of more like I have come and I've settled down, I've taken root here. Kita. Oh, I've heard that. それ本当なのかね? Is that really true?